Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Forex pairs, and New Zealand has just opened at 6 a.m. in Australia, and US dollar index here is on track. We've been talking about, as you know, as wave 3 here, an A and a B and a C wave here for wave 4, and looking for 5 waves to the upside here to make intermediate wave 5 up here to create a top at this point. This would be in line with the share market as well, and the weaker yen. So in the euro US dollar, we've been looking at the same mirror sort of image here of wave 3 and wave 4, but we've been looking at it in terms of a triangle pattern, which is valid, but we also need to be a bit philosophical and take on board what's happening with this market here in terms of its pattern here. What we have been looking for here now from wave 4 low is wave 1 and wave 2, then wave 1 and back for wave 2, and then up into wave 3. Now, we understood that once the top of wave 1 here is breached, then we would obviously be going into new highs, and that would help confirm the trend to the upside. And we believe that's the case, and that's what's occurring here. So a trigger above this green level, or this top of wave 1 here, would also trigger a short trade on the euro. But not only that, a stronger US dollar would see, the Asian markets, the weaker New Zealand dollar against the US, the same with the Australia against the US. So this little trigger here triggers many trades, and it was a catalyst that we could use, and we thought that we would use them, and now we can use it. And just maybe on the, not sure what I've done on the 15-minute chart here. I might just go to the 2-hour chart first. Sorry about that. Just a bit of perspective. So, taking this top out here is pretty much the gameplay. We were looking at this in terms of an A and a B and a C wave here, so we can put that C wave here, forget about that spike there, I'm not paying any attention to that, and then looking up at this from here, looking up as 5 waves. So reaching the old top here would see a reaction in 3 waves, and then a move up from there. So if you can visualize the opposite to the downside for the euro, then we'll be on the right track there as well. So we can place wave 1 here, if you like, and wave 2 here. So there's still, even though it's looking to go up, there's still, it'll be the 4th time, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4th time it'll break through here. And on the 15-minute chart, just to hone in here, because I thought it was always really important and critical to understand this breakout through the top here, because it would just trigger the euro, and the euro's been just going sideways, and it's been really messy, so we really drew a line in the sand at that too, and looking to short that at 1 point below 1.1 as well. But this little move up through here is in 5 waves, and I'm counting this down here in 5 waves as well for wave C here. I know it's but ugly in terms of an Elliott count, but it's there, and that's the way I'll use it. So we're looking at an impulse wave to the upside. We'll see old highs being sold off here shortly, so we'll see some sort of retracement level here, and then a move up from there. So we can take this, wherever that high comes in over here, of course you can put that here. We can also go long here as well, but only once you can confirm that you've actually got an ABC correction here, and you can see the start of an impulse wave to the upside here. So this is the same for the euro as well. Let me just find the euro dollar here, and the mirror opposite basically, but we've got 2 counts here. We've been treating this one as a triangle pattern, so from wave 3 here, we've been looking over yonder here for wave 4 as a triangle, and triangle's got 5 waves in it of each 3 degrees each. So we've got an A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, and a possible E wave in here that's actually completed. The other count that we've got, the same with the US dollar index that I like just as much as wave 4 here, and we're looking down from that point here. Whichever the count was, I know that it's really messy, and everybody that uses Elliott would probably have a different count and so on, but It is a game of support and resistance and getting from one number of the same degree to the next. So this 1.1 here as a retested resistance would shift the balance line through here to the negative side of the market, and that's what we're looking for. So we can see that the US is breaking to the upside, so we will expect this to break to the downside. There is possibility that it can still move up here higher, but I think that once this breaks lower here, then we can put that in there. Of course, we can also put this as a wave 1 and wave 2 in here and to the downside, the same as the US as well. I'm just going to cut straight to the chase here on the 15-minute chart here, just to drill in here because we know what sort of what here. So this is a high here, obviously, and that could be included. But I'm just looking for the natural flow of all of this through here and counting it in my sort of own way. And it fits nicely with the US dollar index. So we can have this as wave 2 or wave 4 here. It's not a big deal. The most important thing in here is that we are starting to see what we wanted to see to the downside, and that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here in impulse waves. So New Zealand has just opened here, so it's opened higher. So perhaps we've already started the A, the B and the C wave here. So we've got time to study this, and if we can figure out that we've got this as a corrective pattern here, then we can just draw a line through here as a simple starter. To short that through here. We'll also short it at the low here. It was always this 1.1 here that we wanted to see as a retested resistance to be able to pick up the start of the long-term trend, but I can see here that it's possible that we've already started it. It would be doubly confirmed if we get this as an A and a B and a C, a simple sharp zigzag 5-3-5 structure. Then we can look to short it from this point here, and we'll be paying close attention to that through the European Open, of course. Now, this possible change in trend here still needs to be triggered on the US dollar, but obviously it's going to ripple through many other markets. So let's start having a look at some of those. So where are we? So I think it's probably good to start with the pound cable here. Now, we'd been observing, this whole move here happened very swiftly, but it was something that was very slow coming because we were looking for a wave 4 through here. Not a problem. Market falls out of bed. We're looking for the low, bit of a guessing game. But we could see that we had a little 5-wave sequence here. So it's possible that we do have a low in place, but I can't really confirm that just yet because this little move here, even though it's 5 waves, what we'll see here is an ABC pattern here and then another 5 waves up here. Now, we've either got this as the A wave here, a B wave here and a C wave here, and then we move down from that point there, okay? Or we have a low in here. I need to gather more information about this particular pattern as it emerges here. This is the 50-60% retracement level here, so I was always sort of figuring that if that became the support, then then we could move from that point. So I think that we are bullish. It's just that I just need more evidence, and the first thing is seeing this as 5 waves here, either as wave A and then wave B here. So we just need to see if this plays out here. So I still don't have any answers. It can be an ABC pattern to here and then down here, so I'm not sure, but I still need this to play out further. So we haven't really been interested in this. If this 1.3 here becomes a retested resistance, then we'll be short from there, okay? So that's something that you can keep in mind and short at that point. But otherwise, I think we just need to wait on this one here. So we haven't been talking about that in the in our sequence, but there we go. So the euro pound is another one that we need to be looking at. So I might just go back to the daily here, but before we go back to the daily chart, what we're looking here for is a wave 4 here, and we're looking at wave 3 here. So we're looking for an A and a B and a C wave here. We've got 5 waves down here, so we're looking now at an A and a B and a C wave to the roughly to the 0.85 here, and then 5 waves down here. Once we've got this down here and we can confirm that, then we can look to trade long on this to the upside, but it's certainly not there yet, and it's just not worth it's just, there's nothing there for us just yet in this, you know. And also too, on the daily chart here for this, we're looking, let me just get this in perspective here. We're looking at this as wave 4 here, wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for wave 5. What I need to be careful about is that, you know, realistically, is this 4 and 5 in here, which the gap is a bit hard to read on this. So it's possible we've got a top in here as well, but I can't go there either yet until we've gathered enough evidence. So it's probably not the best trade to look at, but still we've got time anyway, so it don't matter. We'll pick it up, you know, if it falls into place, we'll take it. If it doesn't, well, that's fine, and we wouldn't be looking to short this until it was in the right place at that time. So the pound and the cable and the euro pound are not quite there just yet. So now some of the yen crosses, the pound yen and excuse me, and the euro yen. So with these guys here, we were looking at the weaker yen, and we're looking at both for the pound yen and the euro yen of looking at being long from these points here. So our targets to the upside were 1.5 and 8, which we've achieved at the moment. So that's all good. And there's different ways to count this up here as well. So I know that it's also possible to have wave 1 here and wave 2 here. Not that it matters. It's still, everything served our purpose quite well. So what we're looking at here now, if that's okay, this will be this is the same with the euro as well. So we're looking at this. Let me just grab this here. So we've got wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3 here, wave 4. Oops a daisy. Oops a daisy. There we go. Wave 4, wave 5 here, and then we'll be looking for. So I don't want to copy that one. Let's just copy this one. So we want an A wave, a B wave, and C wave here. We want to see a retracement back up from these current lows, which is this one here probably. So we could look at the A wave being at the first consolidation here. B wave trying to cover the gap, but 61.8%. And wave C here, so that would be 61.8%. Let's go, the 1720 would do. I know it's a little bit higher than that, but that would just about, that 720, 117.20 will be a critical level too, just because it's 72. And that's fine there. And here we'll be looking for that. So we'll be looking for the A wave, a B wave in 3 waves here, and a C wave here in 5. And then the length down here will be roughly the same length as this one here. Now, the important thing here, I think, is to see, like normally in a correction, okay, normally in a correction, we would see the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave. Now, the C wave here should be on more of an angle like that compared to wave A. If the C wave is more sharp like this here, then we need to be very careful that we could also have a top in place here as well. So it's something that we need to work through. So this will be this will be the first indicator of the speed of the market. Now, the A wave is normally the sharpest, so it is quite sharp. So let's see what the C wave brings in. If the C wave is on more of an angle, then we can assume that we've got, if it's more like that, then we'll look to go long, because we do need to be careful with all of this as well. I think I'm just going to save that there. So I'm just going to the 2-hour chart on that euro thing. So yeah, now you just got to be careful here, because it's the time to gather more evidence. So I've got this labelled as 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and you know, I could be right or I could be wrong. So we're in that stage where there's 2 things that could occur here. So we just need to be a little bit diligent about this. So it's possible that if I was wrong, and that's highly likely too, and that's why we need a strategy for everything. So we've got this could here be an A wave to here, some sort of B wave that I've misunderstood, and 5 waves up for the C wave here. and then we move straight down from here. Okay, so that's a real possibility as well. So I don't know that yet. So let's just say that it is a possibility. That means that, first of all, we don't want to see the market down below here, the 61.8% retracement level. We're looking for an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here. As I just mentioned on the intraday chart, the angle of the C wave will be one of the indications that we'll be able to use. So if it's on more of an angle like that, then we know that we'll be looking at a C wave here, and then we'll be looking for further upside here. So this would be in line. I would think that this is the case because of the stock market. But yeah, I just want to be careful. That's all. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to go buying on the 61.8% mark without supporting evidence within the structures. That's all I'm saying. So we had a good run to the upside. We don't want to give it back to the market in the downside. We want to make sure that we've got the right setup for the next long trade or for the next short trade. Okay, so let's just leave it as an open book. This top here could be a C wave, or it could be wave 1 here. There's other ways to count this as well, as you know, and we've labelled on the charts with this as wave 1 over here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here. And so on. There's different variations, but I just think that we just need to be a little bit careful at this stage. Yeah, so let's just allow this to unfold over the next 2 sessions, and we'll pick up the thread again as need be. So yeah, not a lot we can say on that. And of course, the pound yen is the same as well. We'll have a quick look at that. So the pound yen is in the same scenario as the pound, you know, and a lot of stocks like that too, you know. I mean, even stocks in Australia that do a bit of trading in London, like HHG, the investment fund there, has got the same sort of daily pattern as this as well. So look, I just think that once again, we need to be a little bit careful, because this move up here, we need to be able to, I don't know if it's related to this, you know, because this can be an A wave to here. You know, this can be an A wave and then an A and a B and a C wave here for the B wave, and then up for the C wave here, and then down from here. So we really do need to be careful, but I can't short it. I can't go long because the structure's just not... it just hasn't unfolded to a point where we can understand it. And even when we do understand it, then we would need a setup and a trigger and so on. So we're still, we're still a good session away from understanding it. And I would imagine 2 sessions before we can actually trade it. Things always tend to take much longer than we sort of anticipate. So we just need to be a little bit mindful of that. So let's just allow this to unfold here so we understand it, same as the euro. So we've got 5 waves down. We're looking for 3 waves up. You could probably short the B wave if you wanted to. That's not such a silly idea, because if the market is going to work down, well, then that would be quite a sharp move down here. So what we could do, we'll just copy that here for a second, and we'll just put short here, but we'll also just put it as a background thing for wave B there. So because it could get you in on wave 3 and move down much further than that. Do you know what I mean? So you would be catching the A wave, the A, the B, and the C for the B wave, and then down from that point. I'll just have a look on the 15-minute chart here. So yeah, it's all pretty much same sort of thing really. So we got the A wave here. So if you're going to short it, obviously this is the supply here. What you would need to do is you would need to, once this comes into play here, which will be in 3 waves, then this one here, the wave C here, you would have to really nut out 5 wave structure here. And then it's nice if you can get 5 waves down here, 3 waves back up, use the 40 and look to short from that point. It may not get you as far as you want to go, but it will get you down a little way. But if it moves down faster than this leg here, this leg is on, that's the angle of that leg. So if this leg is sharper, then we're in a wave 3 and you've done all the right things for the short side. So there is a short trade here if it's something that you feel like doing. Okay, cheers.